So it's been like 10 months. I apologize. It's been 10 months. I'm Romania Black since we've looked at Seraph of the End. Seraph of the End has been a series that I have followed and looked at for years now, and I had waited until the series started to catch up, and then it's been 10 months, and now we've caught up, so so we're on volume 33. I did look today because I'm reading through the Viz site. I have a subscription for the Viz site to read the Shonen Jump volumes. I really only use it for this. And so I've been paying for like 10 months to get to this point, which is fine. So with that being said, we're on volume 33. I went back and reread volume 32 today. I had a comment from Vero-chan from 10 months ago that I wanted to get to. And then I am aware that there are enough chapters now that volumes 34 and 35, theoretically, are able to be read. I definitely, with this series, Seraph of the End, as well as Toilet Bound Hanako-kun, I want to start getting into more regular updates with those series, because otherwise I don't want to leave it to where I suddenly have 5 volumes to get through and y'all have been waiting for a long time. So I'm just doing this volume in September. My October and November is booked out already with other extras that I'm doing. But starting in December and in 2026, especially with Toilet Bound Hanako-kun and with Seraph of the End, starting next year, I want to start getting more into like monthly catch-ups with the volumes, or like bi-monthly, not wait 10 months, basically is what I want to get to. So with now that there's a couple volumes ahead on Seraph of the End, I feel like if I start in January, I can get to volume 34 in January and then start to build up from there. So that's the idea. So hopefully that will be able to be happening. So after this episode, after this volume 33, you should not have to wait 10 months for me to get to a new one. So I just had waited until they got new volumes out, and so here we are. We got a couple that we can work towards, so yay. Vero-chan talked about a little bit about Ferid's actions in this last volume, which saying that they knew that he was a psychopath from his flashback, but to see him doing to his brother and worst of all Crowley. This series, if anything, you can't really predict what's going to happen, because the mangaka's like, well, now we're going to have this. And I don't think that these are spontaneous out of the blue things. If you've read the light novels that have come out, like I've been reading, I kind of abandoned the Gurren light novels, but I've been reading for them for a while. The mangaka plans pretty far ahead. You just don't really know what they're doing. Which makes it interesting to read, right? And so the whole thing of killing Crowley to turn them into demons, okay, Ferid. Okay, Ferid's a force to be reckoned with. I feel like Ferid is one of the biggest forces to be reckoned with, because Ferid wants no one revived. He wants nobody reincarnated. Ferid wants it to be you get one life and that's it, because he's been immortal for so long that he's just kind of like, F this, let's just have one life and don't come back. So Ferid is actually the one that's in opposition of everyone else. Everyone else like wants some type of reincarnation to happen, whether it's involving sacrifice or not involving sacrifice. And Ferid is the only one that's like, actually, none of that. So it's like, what do we do? So Vero-chan 2097 did say, I don't know if anybody's told you, but there's a light novel called Seraph of the End, the story of the vampire Mikaela, which is available online with English translations. It's sadly on hiatus, but I think the second book in particular, which is complete, is interesting, focusing on Crowley's story when he was a human crusader during the Holy War, and gives insight on his character, which I found interesting. So I do think that's fun. I obviously am not going to be getting to the light novels anytime soon, because I haven't even finished the Gurren ones, and that's been years in the making. So it is what it is. But I definitely want to keep up with the manga, because I like Seraph of the End a lot. You and Mika have my heart. I love them so much. And if anybody gets between them, I'm like the Brooklyn Nine-Nine meme. I'll kill everyone in them myself. So, but not really. No, we don't do that here. So going back through volume 32, we find out that Yu and Mika are technically reversed. Yu is actually Mikaela, the spirit of him, and Mika is actually the spirit of Yu. They just swapped, and that's how they've been able to fool everybody this whole time. I'm going to still call them Yu and Mikaela like we've been from the beginning, even though in my head I'll know that they're actually switched, because otherwise we'll get really confused really easily. There was a moment in chapter 131, I think, where it showed the image of Gurren holding Shinya and the First holding Mikaela, showing like who had been sacrificed and who had been revived and the price to pay for all that. And we've kind of seen that throughout the series and in the novels. You, aka Mikaela, wants to revive though without sacrificing anybody. Big words, big bold words, lots to chew off. I'm like, Mikaela, you want to have your cake and eat it too. I don't know if that's gonna work out for you, but we're rooting for that to happen because that'd be great, right? And they note in volume 32 about sacrifice being this cycle of desire and obsession, and they just want to change the narrative. That's why I love you and Mikaela. They're like, you know what? We don't like this narrative. We want to change it, even if it doesn't seem realistic. And I'm like, cool. And their opponents are obviously Ferid, which Ferid, we're going to talk about him in a second. Saito, who they go to see, and Saito immediately is like, wait, we're on the same side and have the same goals? Okay. The First, which the First just wants Mikaela back. That's basically doing all sorts of Frankenstein things to get this one goal accomplished. There we go. Then we have Maharu and Gurren. Maharu and Gurren were not present during volume 32, which scares me because they're problematic. So I don't know what we're going to get with them. And then we had the whole thing with Shinoa. I don't dislike Shinoa. I like Shinoa as a character. Rereading through this last volume, you get her motivations with her fighting the First mentally, like through that space. I mean, I get Shinoa. She knows she's a guinea pig. She's basically been born to be an experiment and be used by the First to control demons. So her trying to fight him, I understand that. I respect it, girl. It's just terrible timing as Mikaela and you are trying to connect with the First. It's the worst timing, but I get where she's coming from, why she would do it. I did, going back and rereading volume 32, like the idea that Shinoa, she feels that Maharu, she was able to use love to make her an unstoppable force. And it's something that Shinoa wants to tap into to get you back. And I'm fine with that. I do not want a love triangle between Shinoa, who all of a sudden decided that she's 16 and has puberty feelings. And I'm like, oh, come on now. And then you and Mikaela, who are literally soulmates. And we've established from day one. Let them be soulmates. I feel like the mangaka in the long run is going to have Shinoa realize that, but she's an impetuous young girl and they're going to be annoying with it for a while. And I'm going to have to grumble and grind my teeth and just be like, what the fudge are we doing? But I think in the end, it's going to be you and Mikaela. I hope if they give us some forced, stupid shonen ending where you ends up with Shinoa and they have little kids and stuff, I'm going to be like, bleh. That's going to be like the worst ending this show could do, because it's literally you and Mikaela. If they both die, they both die. If they both live, they both live. But it's the two of them. Shinoa, go off and do your own thing afterwards. Go be with the one blonde girl. Y'all hit it off last volume. Go do that. Why are you fighting over you when you doesn't care about you? It's like two girls fighting over a gay guy. It's not going to work out. So anyway. And then Yu has found the First physically. Shinoa is trying to absorb him from her end mentally. Ferid's eaten Crowley to make them into demons to help him, because why not at this point? And Saito is trying to figure out what Mikaela knows. And we ended the volume with Ferid finding Cruel, who does not know exactly who he is. So there's that. Caught up? So I was reading the volume today and I was like, man, it feels like I never left. So anyway, we're going to be looking at chapters 136 through 140 today. I know that the mangaka currently has the manga series, at least translated into English online, up through chapters 150. But we're going to be looking specifically at volume 33, which has cover art. Huzzah! The cover art is of Cruel, which makes me think that there's going to be a lot with Ferid and Cruel this volume, but who knows? I could be totally wrong. But I'm really excited to see what we end up getting as far as this volume is going to give us. So with that being said, thank you all so much for your kind words. Thank you for your comments. I know it's been 10 months. I'm sorry about that. I finally got back to it and wanted to give it enough time to let develop, and here we are. So, with that being said, we're not going to waste any more time. It's been 10 minutes. We're going to start Seraph of the End, Volume 33, Chapters 136 through 140, and we're going to do that here in 3, 2, 1. And let's go. I like the you look with the black over him, which kind of looks like Shinoa. So we're seeing a little bit of a parallel with that going on at the same time. Lots of black ink. Mika looks great there with the purple plumage. The purple black plumage looks great. Okay. And then of course, like our biblically accurate black winged angel. Okay, what do you have to entrust to you? What is this? Okay, Erd, don't let him get anywhere near the first. Erd and Saito, what can we do? We have to get away. There'll be collateral damage. Okay, what we doing? Oh, that looks kind of nasty. Now what? Do you think we can block the whole thing? It's pretty big. Oh, heck no. It'll obliterate us. Even if we did block it, it'd toss us who knows how far. And then we couldn't hear what the first had to say. So what now? I like the cattail twitching. It's not like it can be that bad. The vampires do have that curse on them that basically prevents them from killing us. Ah, yes. It's pretty clear to me that he's definitely trying to kill us. Well, yeah, that can happen when we're in the middle of a pitched battle and all. But if the two of us aren't actually resisting, then they should be bound by the curse to not kill us. Oh, as long as we got our shot at talking to the first, letting them catch us afterwards is no big deal. I like that. They're like, well, let's just not fight them at all, and then we'll be fine. And that means we have options. Like me blocking the strike by myself for as long as our energy holds out. Go ahead and toss your sword at it. It'll be fine. It's so weird. We got a little bit of this from last volume, but the role reversal is interesting where it's now like you being a little bit more pensive because we found out he's Mikaela, so he's a little more pensive. But then now that Mika has found out that they were actually you from the start, they don't have the weight of being Mikaela on their shoulders anymore. So they're smiling and like being more impulsive and everything. It's funny when the weight of the world's not on your shoulders. It changes things, apparently. Well, isn't that suicide? It's hard for me to kill myself when I'm already dead. Even if I get blown to bits, I can just devour your desire and reconstitute. Oh, well, that's going to leave me super hungry. I love their banter. It's probably so much that you won't be able to move from the stomach cramps, but it's better than dying. Rel, I'll toss you then. Cool, I'll go as hard as I can. I like they had this little huddle. And then, there we go. Oh, shit. Okay, and then when he tossed him, the angel wings left. Okay. Oh, bad plan. Oh, this was a really bad plan. Oh, well, of course it would be. Seraph of the End would make it this way. Oh, you're gonna leave us there? Ah! Okay. How much power would it take to nullify an attack like that? What do you think, Your Majesty? I like that Cruel's like, well, this isn't good. I love Cruel's look. The shark hoodie is everything. I would cosplay as her so much. I'm too tall, but I would cosplay as her. I could still, probably. Credo, are you still alive? Are you dead? Do you want to keep playing the word game with me? The word I left you on ended in R and you haven't answered in a while. Can I take this to mean I won? I can't believe the great Corretto's cause of death is rage quitting out of life over losing a word game. Oh, because yeah, Shinya's like, well, is that you? Oh, no, it's Gurren. Gurren with the hair looks a little bit different. I'm not opposed to it. Oh, so it wasn't a rage quit. Release the others we're leaving and be snappy about it. Oh, I'm starving. I'm almost out of energy. Okay, I'm here first. Let's talk. Oh. I'm being devoured by a human. Well, that's problematic. Oh, and he's not saying that's Shinoa. Okay. I need to give you my remaining powers and spells before they're taken from me. Oh, well, you know. Oh, okay. Sure. Let's do that. That sounds fine. Okay. Oh, I could stop it for 7 seconds. You can bring back Mikaela. That's what you said to me. Is that true? Can you do what I failed for eons? I just need you to tell me the spell for it. I like the first says, have I been going about this the wrong way? Is that what you're saying? And you was just immediately like, yes. I love that little pause. I love that we just cut to the chase and the first is like, I've been doing this for thousands of years. Have I been doing this the wrong way the whole time? And you's like, absolutely you have. Okay. Do you know what my mistake was? Yes. I'll entrust everything to you. Okay. This is like Aizen giving Ichigo all of his moves. What? The method to resurrect Mikaela. The method of hiding the world from paradise. The method to destroy paradise. I like that you and Mikaela are like, wait a minute. What? Each spell will require a massive sacrifice. Are you still willing? Now they said no sacrifices. I have my memories back now. I'll be your successor and resurrect all the angels. Oh my God. Oh my God. Shinoa, are you going to come over here and be a burden? Is that what you're going to do? Oh, no, girl. Oh, okay. Well, here we go. Here we go. What will you use all this power for? For love, girl. I mean, that is what you and Mikaela are doing. I was going to talk about this before the volume, but the only thing that bothers me about Shinoa is Shinoa's like, I'm doing this all for love. But she doesn't, like, at least you and Mikaela have worked out maybe some kind of plan. But she's just like, I'm going to do it for love. But it's like, did you plan this out? Because that sounds very Gurren of you. And she's like, are you any different than me? I saw much, but I didn't foresee this day ever coming. My wish I bequeath to the next generation. I do like her angels are like a ink blot test. I don't know what you thought you were bequeathing to whom. Well, but it's... Did she see you? Huh. She's like, I'll take it so that you can't hurt anyone with it again. Well, but she doesn't know about Yu's plan. Okay, so going back to that. So, okay. But did he not see her? I guess not. I guess they didn't see each other, so they don't know that she's trying to get it from him. Interesting. And she doesn't know. So, Yu doesn't know that Shinoa has been trying to take away his powers. Okay. And then Shinoa doesn't know that the first is giving his powers to Yu. Okay. Well, you know, that's confusing. Not really, but it's just like, oh, the miscommunication trope. I'm like, but why? Meanwhile, we have Ferid against Cruel. Girl, don't think you're going to edge him out. That's anime suicide right there. I don't want Cruel to get killed by Ferid. I don't want it. Uh-huh. I love her. She's too fashionable to die. No. Oh, crap. I like that she just basically got, like, stabbed through the arm and she's like, That's her. Okay. Oh. Oh, she got the top of his head. Oh, and like scalped him. I need to go through that spell rigmarole to make sure they don't take me over. So he's planning on devouring her and he's trying to set everything up. This chain is uncuttable. What is it for? Is it a slow poison? Will it make you stronger as time passes? The red thread of fate that binds us since our previous lives. Oh. You're absorbing vampires. Yeah. Him with the giant mouth is terrifying. Nope. Nope. Ew. Ew. With chain chomp arm? Oh, gross. It's something he needs to devour me. Oh, you take me too lightly. I promise you I don't. Oh my gosh, his head attached to the chain is so gross. No. Oh! What the fudge? Why is he acting? Why is Gurren and Mahiru helping Ferid? Shit. No! No! It's been long enough for me to eat her. Do it now and she won't be able to take me over. I can't believe that they're helping Ferid eat all the vampires. She's too fashionable to die. No. You're still taking me too lightly. Especially since it's 3-on-1. I'm still unarmed and you can only muster this much of a power gap. Oh, I love the little bat's name is Arcane. Cute. Cute. Love, fashionable queen. Yes, please. I love Cruel. If I were to cosplay anybody in this series, it would be Cruel in a heartbeat. Love it. Oh, girl. Okay, now the cover makes sense because the cover had her in the black dress. I love it. It gives me Black Lady Chibiusa vibes. Love it. You just flew Ferid's head into a building. Oh my god. Well, this is bad. Arcane drinks a lot of my blood. And if it stops drinking, I can't move. I need to finish this off quickly. Or do I drink their blood and extend my power, which is wiser? Oh my gosh, girl. You wait there. I'll take my time interrogating you later. Oh, okay, so is she gonna go after Gurren? Gurren and Mahiru frustrate me because it's like the one thing Seraph does well is taking mentor figures and making them dark and antagonistic and making them very frustrating, and that's Gurren and Mahiru right now. Because Mahiru is crazy. She's just crazy. I miscalculated her power. I figured she was already using her sword's power. And she's trying to figure out what exactly is going on. What are we gonna do? If you die, it's over for me. Yeah, because she does love Gurren. But the both of us are walking dead. We should have died together with everyone else. Uh-huh. Oh, girl. It's the same as it was back then. If I die now, then we both go together. Gurren has a death wish, honestly. I thought Gurren and Shinya were like to be together, and we don't know where Shinya's gone because Gurren went to find. Well, didn't Gurren go to find him? Wasn't this the case, or was that somebody else? Because Gurren's hair's longer in this, so maybe I had that messed up and wrong. Oh. She's like, no, you made a deal to get Ashura back, but then you also stabbed me in the shoulder. Why would I believe you, bitch? Like, you're crazy. No! You're a greater threat than even Ferid. As of now, the deal is off. Ooh. Oh, shit. Oh. Yeah, I don't know why Maharu's surprised. You just stabbed her in the shoulder. Why would she think the deal was still on? Oh, crap. I mean, things are going too well for Cruel, so something's gonna give. Because I don't think Gurren is gonna die by any means. Oh. Oh! Oh, she chomped onto Gurren. Okay. And she sliced up Maharu in that moment. Because Maharu was his sword, yeah. Oh, I'm glad we have another chapter. I'm glad we have another chapter. Maharu, Shinoa, don't take after your sister. Oh. Why can't you drink too much of it? Oh my gosh, you poisoned him? Oh, they poisoned you. Well, of course. Of course. I mean, like, Maharu... Okay. Well, shit. If you just killed him, you would have trounced us. Well, I mean, here's the thing. She had to drink blood. She established that. So I don't think it was really Cruel being selfish in this moment. She just had to drink blood because of what Arcane was doing. So at some points, the mangaka for this series, they're like, when Mahiru's like, at the end of the day, it's almost sad how shameless vampires are. And it's like, but she had no choice. She had to do that so she could restore her power. So it's like, I don't. The one thing the mangaka doesn't always make clear is if they're like making the characters out to be hypocritical and that they are, or if they're intending the characters to be serious. Like, are we supposed to believe that Maharu is a super genius and she's in the right? Or are we supposed to think that she's a super genius but also kind of a hypocrite and not accurate in what she's saying? Which she's a psychopath, so kind of the former. And you dove in like a beast, slurping his blood. Yeah, Maharu's crazy. And so Ferid asking her to devour her. Oh my god. Like, yeah, she's crazy. See, here's the thing. Like, Gurren is a tragic figure because he, especially from the novels, is just the product of his environment. And he has this love, kind of like you, for people, and he wants to protect them, and it's corrupted him, which is interesting. Maharu is a psychopath. She's crazy. And Yandere, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh, and now we're getting Cruel's backstory. Sudden backstory's not good. And Ashura. Aw. Monsters don't exist. And I'll rescue you. Aw. I hate that both of them, they're like such good siblings, and then all this shit happens to them. The true monsters were humans, and my brother turned into a blood-drinking monster, and he made me a monster too. I can't keep our promise. Gurren, you making these promises about resurrecting Ashura and her as human? You're making these promises. Are you able to keep them? I believe you and Mikaela, but what about you? We're desperate. I don't know if it's the English translation, but sometimes like her saying craptacular and them saying really for real. Some of the dialogue, I don't know, the translation's weird on it. I feel like it's not as sophisticated as it could be, but I don't know. It's Seraph of the end. I'm just a girl. Yeah, no, you ain't Gwen Stefani. No. Promise me you'll try. We'll give it a shot. So it's like, we're going to kill you, but don't worry. We'll resurrect you as a human in the end. It'll be perfectly fine. No. Like, see when she says, he's like, are you okay? She's like, no, there's nothing fun in this world and it sucks. Can I get a hug? She's literally just a yandere. I don't like Maharu. She's crazy. Ugh. And they're just letting Ferid keep... But the thing of it is, this is the thing that I don't... This is the thing that I'm like, Gurren and Maharu, I'm like, you guys propose yourselves as being these geniuses. But Ferid has literally said he does not want people resurrected. He does not want them to come back. So, and we, the audience, know that. So him sitting there devouring all these vampires and Gurren and Maharu are like, don't worry, we'll resurrect you as humans. And I'm like, Ferid's goal is the opposite of that. And you don't know that. I'm like, but unless they're going to be like some super genius, like we've actually been using Ferid the whole time. I don't know. If you two keep making out over there. Don't go full nude. Well, you know. He's like, I don't know why you going full nudist will stop them from making out. You two are more broken and dangerous than me. What if I told you I was thinking of killing you both right here and right now? Yeah, sure, Maharu. You're just like freaking Aizen in this. But why go nude? Do you have a change of clothes? Oh, Arcane. Arcane. Ah! That little Arcane's little side eye at him being like, I'm Queen Cruel now. Will you obey me? That side eye is everything. That side eye is everything. Okay. I guess it has to listen to him now. I can't believe Cruel is gone, and these two bozos caused it. Oh, cool. He gets a little half cape. He gets a little happy half cape. All right, are those the keys? Yeah, the sinful keys that we need to be collecting. Oh, an arcane on him. Oh, the tree. Ha! She's like, I'm stuck here now, aren't I? Oh, hey, Your Majesty. We're just slowly being digested. Again, I don't think Gurren and Maharu, they're so frustrating. Okay, anyway, we're back to chapter 139 with this. Oh, okay. Someone's there, so they don't know who's there. A third of his body was stolen from someone else. So, as far as we know, the first is split between you and Shinoa. And she thinks she's going to go through the memories that she absorbed. I guess this is the part that's so weird about Seraph of the End, is that there are times where, I don't know, things just happen, and maybe it's because I've been watching other series now, so I have a little bit more of a robust, like, bibliography of what I'm doing, but when she's like, I just beat the first all by myself, I'm like, Shinoa just going up to the big final boss, and I know the final boss was worn down by Saito and all of that, but when she was just like, I just beat him up, and I'm like, just in one chapter, she just finished off the big bad, supposedly, except you got a third of them. It's just so, I don't know, it just feels weird. It feels weird. And now she's like, I'm a monster. I'm like, girl. And they're all just so lackadaisy about it. They're like, well, it's a good thing you devoured him. What? Weird. Okay. They're like, are we making a smart move trusting in you? When you let demons go berserk, you can awaken them to another level, up 5 levels or so. Don't worry about any poison from them, though. I'll take all of that for you. I mean, Shinoa is smart. We have established that. But I feel like her getting upgraded to like I don't want her to become Maharu 2.0, and she's starting to sound like Maharu 2.0, which is kind of like concerns me. Okay. So, is Maharu and Gurren going to see Shinoa and them? Step inside the darkness. Okay. Oh. So they're hiding there so that Ferid won't see them. How'd you disappear, Shinoa? Okay, so Ferid knows it's her. We had not one, but 2 sinful key sources up and ran away. We've already collected 4 of the 7 that we need. Okay. Which 2? Uh-huh. Not going along with Lieutenant Colonel and my sister was a smart idea. We need to keep control of our own fates. Yeah, that's smart. So yeah, we know that you and Mikaela have 2 of them, right? And so they have 4. So there's still 1 left after that. I mean, is Shinoa going to be one of them? Probably. Do you think we should hide these things? I guess so. I love that they have a plan, but they are still pretty innocent. Yeah. The vampire shouldn't be able to kill us. You're sure the circumstances haven't changed. The first is gone now. Yeah, but the vampires don't know what happened to him. What are the vampires after now that he's gone? Well, you were with them for years. Don't you know anything? Maintaining the peace. Yeah, they were like, let's make sure the humans don't lose it and make the world worse than it already is. That's funny. So they wanted to stop people like us. Well, exactly. People like us who've totally lost it. But did you notice? The guy on the other side of that magic sigil. The one who devoured the majority of the first. Shinoa is super powerful. Even the first called her a monster. I keep telling you, humans are the scariest monsters of all. The idea of humanity going berserk has terrified the vampires for a long time. Okay. Anything we put our minds... We can do anything we put our minds to, even if it means our family. In your case, you have a super scary girl who come to rescue you out of love. The vampires are trying to maintain the status quo. And Gurren's goal is sacrificing you to bring all of humanity back to life. Well, though it's possible the Mika he meant is you. That's true. Gurren, if he finds out that you is Mikaela, will probably want to sacrifice him. That's very fair. I like that whenever he hears that Shinoa's going to rescue him out of love, he's like, I don't really want to talk about that. Like, it's not, he doesn't have any reaction to that. He's like, well, I don't love her that way, so whatever. And then there's us. Our goal is essentially what the first was. A spell to resurrect Mikaela. A spell to hide Earth from the eyes of paradise. And a spell to destroy paradise. If we can find all 3 of those, we can bring all of humanity and all the angels, including the first, back to life. And the best part is that we'll do so in a way that nobody has to be sacrificed, not even me. Okay, so Mika's going through the memories of the first. That's going to come with a steep price. But if we pull it off, we can be friends with everybody. I love that you maintains like the Naruto talk no jutsu, like, but we can make this all work out. You know? Oh. And here's them. Where are the furloughs? Taken away by humans who are our enemy. Your enemy, but you're human too. I assume you mean Gurren Ichinose and Mahu Hiragi. I'm too hungry to talk to you. Oh my god. What, me? The first? Oh, heck no. Don't let me with that walking gloom cloud. Ah! Ah! Like, Mika's like, yes. Good speech. You're gonna save everybody. I love all the vampires are like, he's too dumb to have absorbed the first. You using that to his advantage is fun. I like that. I just love his boundless optimism. Like, look at you. The clapping Mika is amazing. I love that. Okay, so we have one more chapter of this volume. Okay. Let's get into that. Okay, what is this all about? What do you mean? Why are you allowing this? What else can I do? Give him all the food. Did you ever eat like that when you were human? I don't remember. Do you think that vision you saw in the first mine was true from the time of the angels? Yes. You believe the first did not abandon us. He tried to save us. After all this time, the one who you wanted revenge on. I don't mind. I never truly wanted revenge after all. I just wanted to reach him. And now that you have, well, who can say? You never told us much of anything. Just as you don't tell us anything, you two are much alike. Right, you? Yeah. I need a buttload of calories to support Mika. Ah, I mean my demon while he attempts to analyze all the information. Uh-huh. You told us before it was another human. One who's your enemy who had devoured the first. That's true. They got 70% of him. But the other 30% he entrusted. Okay, so he's being honest with this. Oh, okay. I love that he's being honest with him. Okay. I like that Rigger and Saito are like, okay, so you have the same info that we do, so what do we do with that? I figured the two of us were probably after the same thing. That's why I just disclosed a weensy bit of what I know. We're going to take all the humans and vampires and even the first and save the worlds? Oh, yeah, that. Save the worlds. Doesn't it sound cool? Does that include reviving the angels? Yes. When the first attempted that thing, he was punished by God. But yeah, but we've got the spell to hide the world from paradise and a spell to destroy paradise. And what's that one? Well, it's supposed to be a spell to revive Mikaela. Mikaela was infused with an immense amount of light. With that power, all the angels could be revived. But despite millennia of attempts, the first never successfully brought him back. He tried and tried, but every attempt ended in a failure. We figured out what the first did wrong. I can't tell you that until you promise to work with us. Oh my God. Verbal promises with him are just hot air. He's like, just let me. Saito, you've been chasing after the first for ages. In order to resist the Japanese demon army that the first created, you founded the Hyakuya sect. You even built the Hyakuya orphanage. That means you're smart. You've got access to all the human spells, all the vampire knowledge, and smarts to rival, if not outdo, Gurren and Maharu. So help me research these spells. Oh, wait, no. You take over the first streams and save all the worlds. Interesting. I like that. I like that Erd is like, nope, I'm against this. There's a safer option right in front of us. Returning to paradise, reviving the angels despite it breaking taboo. The first failure showed us what happened when trying those. In which case... Oh my gosh. Oh no! Okay. Why are we repeating the past mistakes? But you just said Saito's a lot like the first, so... Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Now I will. Erd, while Father's actions may have been a mistake, we still haven't made a single one. We're simply wasting the days until eternity ends without a single hope. That makes us nothing more than vampires. And of course, Erd, these two, he's like, I don't want the same thing that happened the first to happen to you. Have you been around so long that you've forgotten? Oh, Erd! You abandoned us, dumping the duty of maintaining the world's balance on us, and so did we. Well, now that mission's over. Good job. I've returned to you. Oh, if you aren't going to cut off my head, then join me in helping to save all the worlds. You're always so selfish. And you're always too nice. I love them. Yes, please. Oh. Has this gone how you hoped? Are you really the first? We're dancing to your tune. You guys are the best. Oh my God. I love the two of them are like, uh-huh. Saving all the world sounds better than saving all humanity. Oh? Oh my gosh. You, sweetheart. The two of them were like, are we going to regret this? I like the one on the rooftop. He's like, yeah, we're not getting involved in all of this. Oh. What's the meaning of your life? I never really thought about it. That's the right answer. Huh. There is no innate meaning. At least I haven't found any so far. Time to hunt some rabbits. Okay. Okay. No, all right. Corretto. Yeah. Okay. So it wasn't. Yeah, I thought that was Gurren for a hot second. I was like, well, that hair does not seem like them. Oh, and here we go. Ooh. Shit. Well, it would be Ferid. I was just thinking a second ago. I was like, Ferid's gonna show up since he's working with Gurren and Maharu, and then there he is. Of course, there he is. Well, why wouldn't we be surprised? There he is. Ah. Okay. Okay. Well. Well. That should surprise no one. Oh, okay. Okay. This series. So, yeah. So Ferid's out eating everybody, trying to eat all the vampires. I guess I understand the sense that you have Maharu and Gurren wanting to. My theory is that they're going to sacrifice Ferid. My theory is that Maharu and Gurren want to sacrifice Ferid. They want Ferid to eat all of the vampires, get them all stored up inside of him, and then that way they're all collected in one spot. They get all the sinful keys, do all of that, and then I think Gurren and Maharu, their end goal is they just want to sacrifice Ferid and bring everybody back as humans, and then that's the end of it. I think that the problem is Gurren and Maharu's plan is too simplistic, which is weird because the opposite is you and Mikaela, which we're like, what is their plan? Do they even know? So you have Saito and Erd working with Mikaela and you, which they are two pairs that are very parallel in each other. And so you have the two of them doing that and going along that route. And then you have Meanwhile, you have Gurren and Maharu who are trying to use Ferid for their own ends, because here's the thing. Maharu, she thinks she is super clever. Which, should we be surprised? No, probably not. So she thinks she's so clever. The description for volume 33, now that I can go look at it, is Yuichiro and Mikaela desperately try to reach Shikamaru before Shinoa can consume him, but they have more foes to face in Erd and the other vampires who are trying to stop them. Meanwhile, Ferid is on the hunt, consuming vampires one at a time. His next target is Cruel, and while she should be able to stand up against him on her own, Ferid has an unexpected ally from Gurren, and he has the sword Maharu as well. So, yeah. It's so frustrating because with Seraph at the end, the one thing the series does really well is you get everyone's desperate to solve the same problem, but they're trying to solve the same problem in different ways. And it is kind of relating to, you know, our own world. We often have the same wants and desires, but the way that we solve said wants and desires are not equal, right? They're done in different ways to different extremes, with different desires, selfishness, selflessnesses involved, and it's all like who's going to be the victor and who's not. So I don't think Gurren and Maharu are going to succeed in the end. I think it's going to be you and Mikaela, but it's like, how do we get to that point? So now it's a race to see you. We've got 3 different factions going on right now against everything. You have Gurren, Maharu, and Ferid, who have the help of the demon army trying to round up and eat all the vampires so that they can sacrifice, I think, Ferid in the end. And honestly, I think Ferid would be okay with that if the thing was that nobody could get resurrected. I think he'd be fine with that if that was the case. So we'll see where that goes. I think Ferid and Maharu and Gurren are going to clash. They're going to come to a head. If Maharu has some Aizen-like plan out her ass that she wants to perform, we'll see. Then you have you and Mikaela working with Erd and Saito to try to do the first mission of resurrecting Mikaela and resurrecting everybody, and they basically just want to get rid of heaven, which, okay, or get rid of their chances of like leaving the plane and there being that. So we'll see where that goes. And then you have, I feel like with at least Gurren and Maharu and Ferid, there's a plan there. They have a plan. They have an agenda. Their agendas clash a little bit, but they're going to settle that later. With you and Mikaela, even though they're not telling us the plan, which can be frustrating, there is something there. They have a reason and they have motivation for doing it. Like those two camps, I am the most understanding of, and I get, even though I'm definitely like obviously team you and Mikaela of all things. The one thing that is a little bit frustrating is that our side characters that are not you and Mikaela, Shinoa and the others, are all over here in this other camp that Shinoa is the leader of. But Shinoa bothers me because she's starting to show shades of Maharu, which I don't like, because I don't like Maharu. She's yandere psychopath. I don't want Shinoa to be a carbon copy of Maharu, only 2.0, with you being... What was great about Yu's character is that Yu was set up at the beginning to kind of be Gurren 2.0, but he has separated himself so much from that now that he is not that character. Whereas the opposite's happening with Shinoa, where she's slowly becoming more like Maharu 2.0, and it's like, oh girl, but don't. And then the whole thing where she's like doing this for Yu's love, I'm like, but him and Mikaela, I'm like, girl. Yu's just like, wow, Shinoa's awesome. But that's the extent of it. It's like platonic. And so, whereas the series is framing her love as more romantic, and I'm like, girl, no. And I feel like they are the least informed. Like Shinoa and them are like, I absorbed the first. And I was like, girl, you absorbed the main baddie? Like, what? Are you going to become the main baddie now? What? But I feel like there's a little bit of miscommunication there where the group needs to go back with you and Mikaela, hear them out, and get on board, but I don't think they're going to, and it's just going to be frustrating. So I don't know how that's going to work. But I guess we're going to find out next volume. So, like I said, these next couple months, I have a lot of extras planned out, but I'm not going to make y'all wait 10 months. No. We're at least in January or February of next year going to get back into Seraph of the End, and hopefully I'll be able to answer your comments and do that then. So not a 10-month hiatus, that's for sure, especially since we've gotten a few volumes that we can build up and read. So that'll be fun. But yeah, I'm excited to see where it's going to go, but I hope you all are as well. I'm curious what y'all think down below, so I look forward to hearing what y'all think about this volume and about all these different plot points and where they're going. But in the meantime, I hope y'all have a wonderful week. Please stay safe, take care, and yeah, I will be back sooner rather than later with more of Seraph of the End. Bye!